Day number 4. I'm starting this walk this morning. It's a bit early, but I'm awake. So why not? If there's anybody out there walking with me, good morning. You know, it's quite possible that I may do this every day past the 14-day mark because I'm feeling so good. I'm waking up earlier and earlier every day. I'm even going to sleep earlier at night. So who knows? But you only have to stay with me for 14 days. Yeah, so I want to ask a question. Who's checking your underwear? And you might say, huh? Well, let me tell you a little story. So, as I'm getting dressed this morning, a weird thought came to me. I heard my grandmother's voice saying, make sure your underwear is clean. And I'm like, what? I went to bed with clean underwear. And I'll shower after my walk. But let me tell you a story about this underwear thing. And I don't know if it's just in the Caribbean or if it's all black people. I don't think we got it from Africa because, no offense, but I don't think Africans wore underwear way back in the day. So where did this idea come from? Anyway, whenever we were going somewhere, my grandmother was making sure that we left the house all put together. And one of the things she always said was, do not leave the house with holy underwear in case you fall down on the road. And it never occurred to me to ask, if I fall down on the road, who is checking my underwear? She also would say things like, make sure your bed is made before you leave the house in case you fall down on the road and somebody had to bring you home and put you in your bed. Well, back then, that's what they did. They didn't take you to a hospital. They brought you home and put you to bed. But what was this obsession with people falling down on the road? And anyway, by falling down on the road, they meant like if you fall sick. You know, like if you pass out or fainted or something. And in this day and age, where people would take you to the hospital, you know, they'd call the ambulance, take you to the hospital. We're still obsessed with making sure our beds are made when we leave the house. And from all the TV shows I've watched, the way they cut these clothes off of you, I've never seen anybody check somebody's underwear. But I make sure my underwear is clean before I leave the house. Well, I make sure it's clean all the time. And speaking about grandmothers and older folks, they had a lot of stuff that they were concerned about. You know, I remember going to school in Antigua, to this private school that we used to call Mr. Henry School. And my grandmother would check you in the mornings before you left the house. And let's say, and we wore uniforms, so let's say my uniform the hem of my uniform got ripped while I was putting it on. And I don't have time to fix it because I'm gonna be late. And so I just stick a little pin in there, a safety pin, intending to go to school and fix it when I come home. And my grandmother checked me and found the pin. Now, she knew full well that I was gonna get a beating when I get to school if I'm late, but she did not care. I just get a thump in the middle of my back and called a few choice names, and she'd make me sit there, and not just me, all of us, all my sisters and my cousin. She'd make us sit there and fix the hem of our skirt before we leave the house to go to school, knowing full well we were gonna get whipped when we got to school. But if you want to know more about my life's escapades, I have a memoir coming out. I don't know, probably in another few weeks. I'll let you know when it drops. Look out for it so you can read it to get more exciting tidbits as I continue this walk here. I'm sorry, I came inside directly. It's 8:47. And I just peeled off my wet clothes. I'll see you guys tomorrow for day number 5.